Hello, fellow Christians, and welcome to a short guide on the pursuit of happiness. Now, as human beings, we naturally live our lives searching for one thing and one thing only. This thing is happiness. But although we spend our entire lives searching for this, few of us only actually achieve it. This is primarily because we often confuse eternal happiness, the one we are really searching for, with temporary happiness, the one we experience every day. Now, obviously, if our happiness is fixed on something temporary, then our happiness will also be temporary. And this temporary happiness is not what we're really looking for. Now, as teenagers, you may have been often exposed to certain things called advertisements. Now, these advertisements claim to know what makes you happy, what you need, and what you want in life. For example, we have the Coca-Cola Open Happiness Program, which basically states that in order to be happy, you need to get a Coke right now and open it. Now, obviously, this is not the case. But if we are not vigilant, advertisements, such as the Coca-Cola Open Happiness campaign, create artificial needs which compel us to buy products that will not make us happier. After all, if you give it some thought, does Coca-Cola really give you happiness when you open it? And if it does, how long does this happiness even last? Unfortunately, if we are not vigilant, these advertisements can stimulate despair, loneliness, discontent, and insecurity in us. Now, advertising companies actually know this and they prey on this because by using these things, they're able to manipulate and brainwash us into buying another one of their useless products. Unfortunately, our virtues end up being compromised and we become too engrossed on the items we buy and consume. We lose those virtues and values that keep our greed in check, and we fixate our sights on products, temporary products, instead of relationships and other things that matter. In the end, we end up in a never-ending cycle of consumerism where everything is determined by what we have and what we achieve. So how do we combat this definitely present problem in today's society? Well, it's very simple. All we have to do is to base our happiness on something that is permanent. Because it follows that if our happiness is based on something that is permanent, then our happiness will be permanent as well. Unfortunately, just because it is simple does not mean it is easy. Obviously, nothing on earth is permanent, so our things here are not permanent, our lives are not permanent. So therefore, we must fixate our happiness and seek happiness above and beyond. And this is where Jesus Christ and the kingdom of heaven come in. As Christians, we have spiritual needs. Knowing that we cannot be truly happy with anything on earth, we must look farther and further into our eventual destination, which is heaven. Let us fixate our actions to those that will lead us towards heaven, towards God, and towards Jesus. First of all, let me state that morality and happiness are totally inseparable. Because the moment we realize it is pointless to make worldly possessions the center of our lives, we begin to reconsider actions and start taking steps for the better. Once we become aware of the subliminal effects of advertising on us, we become more vigilant and refuse manipulation. Eventually, we stop searching on earth for happiness, and the answer to happiness must definitely be eternal, and it must be something that does not wear. Soon we realize that the answer lies in the creator of heaven and earth, which is God, the Father. Once our lives become fixed on pleasing God the Father, then we understand the significance of morality in our lives. Now that we have a goal, an end result that we can long for, we become happy. Therefore, let me reiterate that happiness and morality are totally inseparable. Happiness is your duty. Now you might be wondering, wait a second, what does this even mean? Happiness is your duty? I mean, isn't happiness really easy to achieve? I mean, I think I feel it all the time. But unfortunately, this is not the case. It takes dedication and hard work to become happy. We have to be fully committed to achieve authentic happiness. That is the happiness that lasts for eternity. The happiness that we feel and see every day is most of the time simply temporary, temporal happiness. This happiness does not last for a long time. Now, by fixating our actions to those that will serve God, we will naturally become moral and happy, and our restlessness that has been burning for so long will naturally die out. My one message to you then is to go forth and fulfill your duty to be happy. Thank you very much.